Fox Business Headquarters in New York City, here is Maria Bartiromo.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. I'm Maria Bartiromo. It is Thursday, June 25th, and with me this hour, the LIBRE Initiative National Spokesperson Rachel Campos-Duffy and Fox Business's Dagan McDowell. Good to see you both. We will be with you shortly. New oversight, meanwhile, news overnight. The arrest of a second prison employee after two murderers escaped the prison in New York State. Corrections Officer Gene Palmer, seen here in this picture as he's escorted by police, is accused of helping to smuggle a hacksaw blade to the convicts. Palmer will make a court appearance today where he is expected to tell the court he is innocent. The manhunt continues for David Sweat and Richard Matt, the two escaped convicts who broke out of a prison in upstate New York 2 weeks ago. The search is focused on a 75-mile area around a cabin in Owl's Head, New York, where authorities found DNA evidence of the two escapees. Not far from where this manhunt is taking place, amazingly, Alibaba's Jack Ma is now the owner of some 28,000 acres of land in upstate New York. This morning's Wall Street Journal reports Ma paid $23 million for the estate known as Brandon Park. It includes lakes, streams, forests, a maple syrup operation, and 2 homes. A spokesperson for Ma says he bought the land principally for conservation purposes, but also plans to use it as a personal retreat. The Supreme Court could issue decisions today on some closely watched cases that affect you. At the top of the list is a challenge to the Affordable Care Act, which could cancel health care subsidies under Obamacare for millions of people. The justices are looking at a provision in the law that says federal subsidies can be given only in states that set up their own exchanges. The court may also release opinions on cases involving same-sex marriage, housing discrimination, and power plant emissions. Crisis talks between Greece and its creditors have resumed in Brussels this morning. Greece's lenders are pressing Athens to accept more spending controls in exchange for any more bailout money. Futures are moving higher ahead of the open and ahead of any developments out of that meeting. As you can see, we're expecting a higher opening for the broader averages today. We also had gains in Europe. In Louisiana, Governor Bobby Jindal, the latest Republican to throw his hat in the ring in the race for the White House. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie reportedly poised to announce his run next week. Wall Street is expected to pump more than $200 million into the 2016 race. Stay tuned. A little later in the program, I'll talk with one of Wall Street's top political donors. He is Dick DeVos, about where he is putting his money and who he is getting behind. First, though, to the latest developments in the New York prison break story. The search for 2 escaped killers entering day 20. Another upstate New York prison employee has now been arrested overnight. The new information, Corrections Officer Gene Palmer charged with 3 felonies and a misdemeanor in connection with this escape. The 20-year prison guard accused of supplying the escaped convicts with a screwdriver and a wrench. Meanwhile, the New York State Police are warning the public that Richard Matt and David Sweat have likely stolen weapons from the hunting cabins that they were in the region, making them a lot more dangerous than they were previously thought to be. Listen to this.
If they are hunkered down in one of the cabins, and they're ready to do what it's going to take. They already made it 17, 18 days, and they're not going to go peacefully, sadly.
The thing that worries me is the fact that there's possibility of getting their hands on firearms. Now you're not looking for 2 convicts who are running around the woods. You might have someone with a live gun there, and the dangers to the guys looking are much greater now.
And we had these conversations the last couple of hours, Dagan. It seems like every day we learn more about this bizarre story, and it really feels like increasingly you're seeing evidence of real inside help from inside the prison.
Right, because you pointed this out, which is just, what did you say? You didn't fall off a turnip truck. That the convict, they got out and wound up in
a cabin that's owned by correctional
officers. What is stunning is what we found out about what was going on inside of the prison. There was no supervision, or the guards turning their backs on what was going on. They having sex how many times?
100 times.
100 times
that we know of.
I know that's the part that kills me. I'm like, you know, there's a lot of married couples that are struggling to find time for hanky-panky, and you think about the kind of hanky-panky that was going on inside that prison. It's pretty crazy. Like, what was going on?
Wow. And in the closet, no less.
Yes.
And it begs the question of how are the prisons, not just in New York State, but the state prisons nationwide being run, the federal correctional facilities. Is this what is going on? Is it just, are we just lucky as a nation that more of these prison breaks haven't happened?
How is it possible that they do checks on all of the prisoners every 2 hours? Isn't that what they told us? They said, oh, yeah, we go around and check on everybody every 2 hours. There's no way that they did every 2 hours. Otherwise, they would have noticed that these two guys were missing in their cells.
Right. Unsupervised, clearly unsupervised, and not watching these prisoners for extended periods of time.
And not watching the guards. I mean, like, it maybe not even figuring out who are we hiring and are these people trustworthy enough to handle this job.
I totally agree. And you know what? Joe, Lynn Kent, and I were talking earlier. I think there should be some kind of a rule where the correction officers are rotated throughout prisons, because you can't have one correction officer there for 20 years. Of course they're going to become friendly with the inmates.
But the only problem is, too, these are very often local people who work in these prisons.
Right.
And people don't want to move to these areas where these prisons
particularly
are
down
located.
at Moore.
Particularly down at Moore.
The prison is the economy. It must be, quite a town. The prison is basically employing most people in the town.
But you're right, rotating them will help at least prevent building that kind of bond and relationship that could lead to people making decisions like this.
I think so. All right, Louis Farrakhan, leader of the Nation of Islam, now weighing in on the controversy of the Confederate flag. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is trying to get the flag removed from the state capitol grounds after 9 people were killed in that Charleston church last week. Speaking in Washington, D.C. yesterday, Farrakhan said the real uproar should be over the U.S. flag. Listen to this.
I don't know what the hell the fight is about over the Confederate flag. We need to put the American flag down, because we've cut as much hell under that as the Confederate flag.
Wow, these inflammatory comments really don't help much, Rachel.
No, it sort of brings back a little bit of the Jeremiah Wright stuff as well, you know.
Right.
I think what's sad for me, I'm a mom, 7 kids, is that all of this attention about the flag, which I do think it was a good decision that the governor made to do it, but it's taking attention away from what I think has been a really beautiful way that South Carolina has handled this. And I don't know if it's on purpose. I mean, look, it really disrupts what happened in South Carolina, the way the state handled it, disrupts, I think, a narrative that, about the South, about the most conservative Republican state in the country. I think there's something going on here.
But I do think that this has, these horrible events in Charleston have triggered at least a conversation that should have happened, and actions in these state houses and around these capitals that should have happened years and years ago. These flags did not these Confederate flags did not need to be flying on Capitol grounds above state houses. And so it is forcing a necessary move in the United States.
It is, except that what's more important is the way the state and, frankly, the victims, those very wonderful Christian families, handled this event. And that's what we're not talking about. And actually, the flag has nothing to do with that. I mean, obviously, these people were living in this state together and were able to handle this in a really positive way. I think you're right about the flag over the State House, but I really wish we wouldn't keep going off on this other direction.
Well, he's attacking the American flag, though, as well.
But you've seen this is expanding to go to talk about the removal of the statue of Jefferson Davis. It has expanded to talk about Thomas Jefferson and his place. So I think that there's going to be the overshoot. You're definitely going to see that. But I think that everybody will step back at some point.
You always do. You always do.
Look at the retailers. I mean, the retailers just piled on.
Absolutely.
And so maybe they overreacted. Maybe not, because what happens is if Walmart isn't selling Confederate flags, then there's a run on Confederate flags at Amazon, and they were embarrassed by it.
But Walmart also sells Cuban flags. They sell, they sell other flags that...
And you can buy Nazi memorabilia on eBay.
You can buy Nazi memorabilia.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. All right. Meanwhile, it is crunch time. 6 major cases awaiting Supreme Court rulings today. More on that next. And then take a look at some of the other big headlines topping the Wall Street Journal this morning. Fast tracks passage, setting up round 2 on trade. Bank crunch leaving Greece few options. And finally, trouble brews for imported beers made in America. Keep it right here on the Fox Business Network. Back in a moment.